My dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Please take what resonates. Your song for your message, in terms of what resonates, is End of a Beginning by DJL. Okay? I'm gonna do like a masculine versus feminine watching for you guys, but they are specific. Somebody has to name Gabby, okay? And then there's also a rash on a masculine's face. I don't know if it's like eczema, birthmark, they got injured, or something. I don't know. Okay, but that's relevant. And then we have piercings. I mean, the piercing could cause some sort of infection to somebody's face. If that's not the case, somebody has piercings, and something about sunny side up, eggs. Okay, somebody like sunny side eggs. What else? Whoever is smoking, it might damage them in the long term. This is scientifically, proven. But I don't know, maybe somebody's getting the consequences of smoking right now instead of like 10 years down the line or something. I don't know, but whoever's like smoking, it's like affecting them now. I know who's smoking. Whoever's smoking, okay? All right. Now, if you want to, I feel like the other reading I did yesterday, Gabby and two other messages, I just deleted them from my phone. Maybe it's not relevant, but I think Gabby could be relevant for the other reading as well, the name. If not, scratch that. So, we're gonna read the lyrics. I got this today. I got this song today, this early morning. Well, it's not early. I'm just kind of back on eating gluten, so my voice be interesting. So, collective, I'm gonna read a little bit from genius.com, just a highlighted version, how we do. You know what? Just one more tear to cry, just one more drop from my eye. You better save it for the middle of the night when things aren't black and white and to troubadour. Remember, 24. Okay, so 24 could be symbolic in terms of 2024 or the 24th of a specific day, or you guys were 24 years of age. Okay. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I'm in it. I wave goodbye to the end of a beginning. Okay? So you could be from Chicago. They could be. They're leaving Chicago or you're leaving Chicago. Okay? This song has started now and you're just finding out. Made a major sacrifice, but clueless at the time. Enter Caroline, just trust me, you'll be fine. So they could move from Chicago to another state. South Carolina, North Carolina, okay? Or to a Caroline, okay? It went from, with you in Chicago, I'm going to another person. Example, from Gabby to Caroline, okay? But when they're back in Chicago, they think of you, okay? So you can take the man out of the city, but not the city out of the man. So they mentioned Chicago quite a bit. According to the breakdown, 2022 could be symbolic. September 16. You guys could also be dealing with a Virgo. Chicago, Illinois, to be specific, is relevant here. Los Angeles, California, 2016. Okay. You could also love Stranger Things, the show. July 31st could be relevant. 2022. February 23rd, March 23rd. Okay. 21 in terms of age or timeline. 50 in terms of age or timeline. Okay. It also talks about no more love, no more I love yous. Okay. And the funny thing is that in my reading yesterday, I did a reading, and the song was actually I love you, as in the song for the message was I love you by Celine Dion. And based on today, it's giving the energy of like there's no more I love yous. Okay. I'm also tuning into, now this is from the lyrics, what I mentioned before, just paraphrasing. They could have left you for somebody else, but you still on their head, on their mind. So either they left the city, they left you for somebody else, or you left the city or left them for somebody else. Okay, depending, because we're gonna do that watching for a masculine, feminine breakdown. Okay. Now, obviously, if you are watching here strictly based on the lyrics, from whom is, who wrote the lyrics, you're watching for masculine and they are in this energy. Okay. It's giving more so they're reminiscing, they're, thinking of you. So if you're watching for masculine based on my cards and the energy that I pulled for you guys, okay, watching for a masculine here, we got Source. So based on this card, they want a new beginning. I think this is the better way. They want a new beginning for some of you guys. They want you guys to have their baby. Okay, this is if you're watching for a masculine. They want a new beginning with you. They want to impregnate you. They want you to have their baby. They also don't want to juggle with you. So this giving me the energy of like, they could have juggled you in the past. They don't want to juggle you anymore. What else is this card saying? They're not here to be negative. They want to relieve the pain from the past, or the pain that you have been through. So let's say if there's like other shit you went through from the past, this masculine right now is like, I want to relieve the feminine or whomever's watching from their past, whatever that's weighing them down. Maybe you are a single mother, like based on the cards there, and they're like, I want to be a provider for this feminine and their child, right? I want us to be a family. If it's not their own seed, it is your seed collective, okay, that they want to be caretaker of. They don't want to drain you. For some of you guys who've been through enough, and they want to come in and be like the Prince Charming of your life, okay? This is if you're watching for a masculine. What else? They want to show you a lot of compassion. For some of you guys, I am feeling past people have fucked you over, and they want to make amends and do right by you right now. And then I'm also tuning into new people. Let's say if you're a single mother, like I said before, or you're just starting this new relationship, and things weren't perfect in the past, but they want to like, now I don't want to fuck around and find out with my person, which is you collective. And I feel like that's gonna lead into the pregnancy here. Okay, I love it. So what else? There's gonna be action, support, and traveling towards you. Okay, that's what's on their head. For some of you guys, it's giving, I want to put a ring on it. Okay, let's move in together. Let's create this family, this foundation. Okay, what else is relevant for if they're watching for a masculine? If you thought that there was a rejection here, no more. Okay, for some of you guys, what you were rejected by this person, but not gonna be that. So like I said, they could have chose another place because of the situation or another person, but they're coming back. For some of them, it's the place that was the third party because of many factors. It could be work, it could be family, you know, it could be they didn't give, you know, pay off their debt, or something was off with their lease, or I don't know. But like for some of you guys, it's not a person, it was more so the location that was the blockage. Okay, for others it was another person. Okay, so if you got rejected by them, no more of that. For some of you guys, it's not more so them rejecting you, it was kind of like missed opportunities. Okay, so if you thought that they don't want to deal with you, it's a lie. They just have to sort some shit out. Okay, so we got this one here. For some of you guys, it is coming back to mending family. Okay, so, or do you have a family, they have a family, because you have to think about it as well. If they're coming in to be a step, you know, family member, a lot of it, there's a lot of responsibilities that goes with it. Okay, so maybe they have to like process that as well for them and other people that may or may not be involved, right? So they can understand the situation of, no, if I'm going to choose collective, they have a family, somebody to step up, right? A father is kind of like, no, I'm ready to become a father figure in Collective's life, so I need everybody to kind of know the program. So no more funny business. Okay, I feel like, to be quite honest, if you're watching for masculine, they are making sure everything is sorted, so there will be no more conflict in relation to going back to you or picking you. You get me, all right? There was a lot of manipulation and confusion that was kind of like against this, you know, but then your person had to like sort them out, you know, check them really quickly on what it really was and is about. Okay, you know, so yeah, they're ready to become your family, your tribe. A lot of it for some also had to do with things they haven't healed, so they also have to deal with that, because it was like a juggle between, you know, their mental health and also being with you or going your direction, or choosing you. The past wasn't really stable. Okay, yesterday wasn't really stable, but today is a different day. Okay, and so will tomorrow be. So yeah, they're ready to pledge their alliance to you. They have reflected upon this a lot. So no more funny business, no more juggling will come in and interfere between their relationship with you and them. Okay, I love this for you guys. Let's do a little advice card on the 32 could be relevant, 16, 20, 30. Let's do an advice card from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. If I can get one. Or any card that's relevant. Let's see here. We got Mary. Got this one here. So, I am blessed. My courage is giving birth to divine. I love it. Some of you guys might get into like get into like religion, right? Maybe Catholic or Christianity, Judaism. You know, somebody saying could be Mary as well. I love this. I feel like this group for you guys, they're very serious. Like, I'm also getting the energy of like they don't want to be a time waster. They don't want to waste your time or have their time wasted. Okay. So if you're watching for a feminine, your cards. So we got this thing, this card here. They want to be in a divine romance. Let's do this here. They want to be in a divine romance. Whoever is watching for a feminine here. The CS, the perfect partner. Let's read. Perfect love. You're very elegant, very graceful. You make them feel connected. Their heart is flowing. You know, they're feeling butterflies. It's good vibes. I love this, you know. They feel very happy. They almost feel like being with you is an achievement. Okay. However, they were afraid. They have fear. With love comes great responsibility. When you enter into this, love is like the best thing ever. Of course, it's gonna be fear, but I feel like they're willing to put those fears aside. It's not so much afraid of loving you. It's kind of like, you know, making sure that this is like, you know, don't get fucked up, but they're very happy. They feel like, you know, it can't get any better, right? It almost feels surreal. So I love it. So yeah, I feel like this love, right, is helping with their self-esteem, making them feel more secure. You know, some of them are even like venturing into more of their creative side. It's nice to meet a person that makes you feel free and love. And I feel like this is what you're doing for your feminines. I love this. I love this for you guys. I feel like they're also recognizing the fact that you are sacred. Let's do an advice card for this group. So we got Lilith, right? So I feel like you're the first and the last. Okay, I'm the voice of my body and my soul. I choose life that I deserve to live. So like, they love the fact that you know who you are, and nobody's gonna ever change that. Okay, and for them to see this, and you are allowing yourself to be loved the way you are, like, it just elevates the relationship so much more. I love this, you know. Like I said before, it's a blessing to be loved exactly the way you are, okay, with no gimmick, with no, just like your natural sacred self. I love to see you guys. So we're gonna do little initials. So we're gonna do first, last. Going back to the lyrics, perhaps you're like coming back to Chicago where you are at as well. Just gonna throw it back. And throw it back. First, middle, last, initials, collective. These are your messages. Thank you for stopping by and staying and watching my readings. And until next time, see you in the next reading. For those that ever resonate, and have a really great day. It is Friday. 4/4. Spring equinox, baby. Spring equinox.